unlocked. But actually, build I have with double Doom Divers is one of the builds that I've played for a long time and still have, and really successful with a lot of good Organ, Grad, Xiphos. Some I'm forgetting. Haven't played it too recently. Yeah, let's see.
Can it be rough, that build?
I'll take the Wood Elf army. I'll leave the greenskins to the greenskin master. So the Deepwood Scouts, no Waywatcher. Well, actually, one Waywatcher. That's smart. Yeah, one Waywatcher. Potential Spider. Waystalker with Arrow of Kurnos. Sister of Thorns. Outriders with shields. Eternal Guard with shields. I'm seeing just 2 of them. Got them all. Just the Glade Lord also with the Arrow of Kurnos. Go. Oh yeah, we have Spellsinger of Life. Earthblood Regrowth. Stone. Mount. He's just floating. No mount. Alright. Looks like she got a new dress as well.
Oh, that's
Look
nice.
at her.
It's good for what else to have something new, right?
Okay, the greenskins.
There's a lot that I like here, which is kind of the things I was talking about. Grom, really tough to snipe because whenever he gets prayed, you use a lucky banner and he regens. Again, Giant Patrol Hag, regen. He's got 4 Missile Cav, which is Death's Creepers, Wolf Rider Archers, ×2, and a Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers. I'd really like him to put Death Creepers right at the back, because you're paying for Stalk. I'd really like to have them, and they have okay stats. Like I'd like to have them just like charge into a Waywatcher by surprise at the end. Then he's got 2 Night Goblins, one basic goblin. Obviously, one of those Night Goblins is the 8 peaked loons. He's got 3 Orc Boys, Forest Goblin Spider Rider, and Triple Stone Troll. And then this is the bit I can't disagree with. Double Rock Lubber. I feel like they won't. Wood Elves are so spread; they're not going to hit much.
Nope. It
By the
just
time they
seems like
kill
a
any
way
Waywatchers, the
hold this
Waywatchers will have
position.
shot all their ammo.
Yeah, it's more a tactical tool, like we saw in the first battle where we had the 2 Trebs. We can hold this position because you only really get into a lot of trouble, I think. It would also sort of force you to spread out and overextend. Rom, I know he has regen, I know he has the lucky banner, but he shouldn't get too...
He shouldn't do that.
No.
He's pretty
There's a
good at
prey
dodging
here,
as
he
well.
could die.
Yeah. You still don't want him taking damage because he's
Here it comes.
going to get breathed on as well.
A
Isn't
banner. And a breath. I think this is too
I don't
much
like
even
this
for
at all.
Grom.
I mean, he'll survive, but why are you using all that healing?
Feels like he wants to trade off.
You can move. You can move.
Oh, he's... No, he doesn't have fungi. I thought he wanted to go for like a debate and then kill the dragon with the fungi, get it low enough. I mean, it is decent damage traded too, when you look at it. Rom took a lot of damage. He will heal it up with regen, and the Glade Lord now has to be healed, and she took she already took 1 heal. I would say that's almost 50% of, or like, let's say 40% of her health gone, so maybe not as bad as it seemed at first.
1 Stone Troll getting a lot of hits. If he's got to move that, he's moving it back. That's really nice.
This is what he wants.
Yeah,
Shoot my
that's what they're
Stone
standing
Trolls.
there for.
Now he's sending in the next one. Like, now you can shoot this one a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull that one back. And meanwhile, I'm shooting you with my rock lobbers. Which are not doing a lot of damage, mind you, but creating a good tactical
Xiphos
situation.
needs to move those Sisters of the Thorn.
But the Death Creepers need to move back before they lose models that can no longer regenerate. It's just trying to outlast the ammo. If it does come to a melee brawl, do you think the Wood Elves have chances to win that, since they're out of ammo?
Not if the Greenskins can stay in one spot. Not if Grom is alive, that's the answer, actually. If Grom dies, yeah, they can win.
I'm just thinking that there seemed to be just very little infantry, really.
The Wood Elves.
For the Greenskins, actually.
Off for both, I thought.
I mean, there's 6 units, and then for the greenskins, let's take the top. I see 1, 2, 4. Just an orc boy here. 5, so it's only 5 infantry units. Oh no, 6. Yeah, so it's 6 versus 6, just slightly higher quality on the elf side, I guess. But there's also trolls and grom.
I thought the wood elves had 5. 2 spears, 3 drads.
Oh, okay.
They are
The
better.
Waywatchers will have to carry, but so far, ChosenOne is giving them no...
Yeah, no dead trolls. And the third stone troll is now moving forward. Feels kind of bad.
Yeah, it does. I feel like
Waywatchers have used like half their ammo.
this is the point where Xiphos needs to start using more of his units.
Yeah.
Threaten charges.
And like he can
Cavalry.
take these frontline engagements.
And the
doing
Glade Lord
that
has
now.
taken a surprising amount of damage.
Yeah.
See. Shots on the stone trolls.
They're gonna retreat.
Yep.
I
volley.
do like the way that ChosenOne's playing this. I do the same thing. I just do it without the rock lovers.
Kind of reminds me of how I played as Empire. Just try to outlast them while shooting them.
Yeah.
Nice slow here. Curse of Anra here. Spider Riders are getting charged, but this doesn't look like a good trade with Sisters of the Thorn getting so low. This unit is gonna die though, at least.
They were standing in range of the rock lovers.
Spider Riders are charging in.
I like that Xiphos is using the area behind the wood to attack. It's a lot harder for the rock lovers to get value there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if fights do happen in the forest, he
Dryads
gets
do
some
magic
bonuses.
damage. That's not good against stone trolls.
Yeah, I don't think the Dryads are the thing you want to count on to kill them in any case.
Intrude into the house of vampire Jesus!
Questions 4, thank you for the follow. Oh, this could be big. Glade Lord
Oh, getting on.
attacking the River Troll Hag, and if she dies,
What
that's a
is he doing
huge
there?
loss. I don't know, just she went in for a Spirit Leech. The range on it is pretty low, and you know she's totally overextended. Xiphos is blocking with the Sisters of the Thorn in the forest against the units that are trying to reach Troll Hag to help her, but they're actually pulling through and might be able to save her. Remember, the Glade Lord is actually pretty low.
Yeah.
And there's a Spirit Leech. Where's
He's got to
Grom?
run with the Glade Lord now.
Stone
Now
Troll
the
is
shoe is
being
on the
routed.
underfoot.
I think we will see some dead Stone Trolls here.
In the
Pretty
middle.
low, so this is the time to shoot them. Kill some models before they regenerate.
So he can also run through the middle.
Yeah, suddenly the Glade Lord is running.
Yeah.
And it's the Troll Hag who's on the offensive. Oh my god. Like the positioning of the missile cav. Getting into those Wild Riders, which are trying to disrupt some of them, or chasing Spider Riders. Question is, who has more sustain? Of course, Wood Elves
Another
have
prey
their
on
healing.
Grom. He's gonna do well. He's not using his lucky banner. Now
Popping it now, a little bit too late. In time to catch the Arrow of Kurnus though.
Yep. He will survive. But he might rout.
Don't think so.
No, he's not gonna rout.
It's fine. Still get up to like 80% health, as crazy as that may sound. Our ChosenOne is actually confident enough to start pushing forward. Feels like the time is right. Look at the sneaky Night Goblins coming in from behind the Waywatchers. That's so good.
And Grom did rout.
Oh, he did?
Not that it matters, but
Okay.
you've got all this missile cav.
Well, it matters a little bit. If he can come in to this engagement, give the Stone Trolls immunity to psychology, then the Glade Lord won't be able to rout them. Because the Glade Lord is now going to rout these Stone Trolls. Dives here, it will rout these Stone Trolls. And then the tide might turn. Look how many units are getting terrified. This is a battle on a knife's edge. Razor's edge. Yeah, the greenskin infantry is looking strong. Pushing in. Blade Lord has been slowed with the midder. Will probably take some more damage here before she's able to get away. No, she gets away. Chosen One has positioned all of his cavalry. Forests.
Yep. You could cut the tension with the razor's edge that this battle is on.
That is correct English, right?
Yeah, it's just confusing. I'm using two metaphors at once.
Yeah.
On a razor's edge, and you can cut the tension.
I wasn't
with
sure
it.
if you were trying to be clever or trying to make fun of me. I always assume the worst. So, stone trolls, look at the value on these stone trolls. There's 11 of them, such low health, but they're running away and they will come back. But the Wa is active. There's gonna be a breath on Grom. Oh, it's on this river hack. Now, finish her off with a charge. That's exactly what it's going for. She's dead.
I would have really liked ChosenOne to use that ward to attack with his skirmish.
Oh yeah. Well, some of it is in melee.
Yeah, it was a bit late. It was a bit late.
Lots of stuff happening at the same time here, but this might be decisive. Blade Lord getting clobbered by the stone trolls, and Grom just riding after it. It looks so silly, right? When this chariot is pushing something like this and just jiggling
and cheering as he does it.
Yeah. One thing I've never really understood about Grom's chariot is like, how are those little wolves even able to carry him? I guess that's part of the joke.
Yeah.
That looks like it's it. That was a very tactical battle. Xiphos looked like he didn't have quite the right response at the start there. Just seemed to be taking the bait. ChosenOne offered him without getting a massive advantage from it. I kept forgetting throughout the battle as well. Only one of them was a Way Watcher. The others were Deepwood Scouts.
Yeah, when things suddenly weren't melting. Yeah, that was a good game.
Once again, ChosenOne wins the opening game, but last time Xiphos came back after a low down. See if he can do it again.
Well, that being smug, I do feel like the Rock Clubs did reasonably well, but I don't feel like they're... I think he could have done the same thing without them. Just using the missile cav. And what this build would have lost to from ChosenOne is
teas and biscuits! Who are you, sir?
like he still very nearly lost the melee engagement.
He had 3 stone trolls, right?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty strong against the rush. Ethosius, thank you for the follow. Love the stone trolls taking turn to eat arrows. I know, right? You get a volley. You get a volley. Talking about stone trolls being OP in this matchup, but I don't think that was stone trolls.
No, and we saw them all run away at various points.
They're obviously very good, but I'd say the same for Way Watchers.
Yeah. Way Watcher definitely kills a stone troll.
Hmm. I just feel like generally it's a bad idea to tell the opponent just won with something powered. Just gonna make him think like, yeah, I lost against something overpowered. Questioning himself and maybe doubting himself a little.
I think he's trying to... I think it's too much. I think he's trying to comfort Xiphos after the defeat.
Maybe he should do that after he's eliminated him.
No, I think ChosenOne's build loses to a Helm of Discord rush or Orion. The big old Orion rush.
Well, it didn't have very good infantry, but I don't know, man. These stone trolls, Crom.
All of which are bad against Orion. And once he's well, unless he does magic damage, does he? Oh, I
He
should check.
does.
Okay, but he's good against Grom. And still, he's not bad against trolls. He can kill mod. No, I think what you need to do against this kind of a build is to use terror, and you need to surround this force and use terror to rout off the different elements.
Well, you gotta consider that this might not be the build he brings against everyone, though.
Yeah,
That's how Xiphos likes to play. And I wanted to say at the beginning of the battle that, typically I favor Xiphos in those situations because it seems that that's where he's most comfortable, where he's able to just chisel away at an enemy army piece by piece. This time the army was a little sturdy to be chiseled away.
Yeah.
Skaven and Bretonnia were picked, and Kark is saying, I bet Xiphos picks Norska or High Elves. Norska could be a good pick here, yeah. High Elves, probably not so much. To Bretonnia, they did that earlier and it didn't work. But you might be right. Let's see. Doesn't strike me as much of a Norska play.
Yeah, he chose it as one of his options in the ace match, but he didn't pick it.
It is a good option.
Yeah. Wow, so good here.
Xiphos loses, then we will have to say goodbye to him. And that will be, at least if we're going by the win rates, a little bit of an upset.
Yeah. So, or other upsets? Prussian was Prussian third?
Russian was second, he made it through.
Oh, he was second. Oh, as in ranking.
Oh, yeah. Was he?
Was he?
I think he may have been even. Oh, no. Ice Power was fourth. Yeah, he was third.
So that was a minor upset. Other upsets. I suppose Gobbo Slayer getting to the losers final. Upset insofar as he's he's fourth place. And Tank was second on rankings, right?
Yeah. As I said before, that was on paper, only on paper, the upset. In reality, we said from the start, anything can happen in this group, nothing can surprise us.
Yeah.
And then Xiphos and ChosenOne, we saw yesterday they were... ChosenOne beat Xiphos at very evenly matched, and today we're seeing that again. Can't really speak of upsets so far, but hey, there's still the playoffs, who knows what will happen there.
Yeah.
Might be the last game of the group stage.
Very exciting. It's just the most it's the most important game in a while, because after this we're back to double elimination.
Yeah, true.
And these are two players who could win it, definitely.
The whole tournament, you mean?
Yeah, they've definitely got a chance.
Hmm.
And now either of them could go out. So we did see
You're qualified for the playoffs as well, Satsuma. How would you say your chances are? Look at it this way. You got third place in an HW's tournament, which was huge. You only lost to Soothsayer then, and Soothsayer isn't in this tournament, so that should mean that you would win this tournament, right? Because he isn't here to stop you.
It's possible. I did lose to Falcon the weekend,
Hmm.
in the other qualifier. I where do I put myself? I think I'm definitely below. I'm below that like top tier of players like Falcon. My record against Xiphos as well is slightly negative. I don't not really a great matchup for me. I don't think.
Xiphos may be about to be eliminated too because it's high elves
Yeah,
against
that'd
Bretonia
be good.
again.
I would like that. I'd much rather face ChosenOne, not because he's a necessarily worse player, although very slightly apparently on the challenge win rate. Just I think I'd prefer facing ChosenOne styles to Xiphos.
Yeah.
It's like everyone has their good and bad matchups.
Hmm.
I think I don't think I'm better than. I'm probably slightly worse than most of the players who are top of the other groups, and probably slightly better than most of the players who are second.
Hmm. I think that's a pretty fair assessment.
Um, I usually, but not. I lose like 2/3 of the time against Falcon. Fairly even with Anticity. Maybe he's got a slight edge on me. If Xiphos get through, he has a slight edge on me. Random Nix. I haven't played him that much since he got good. I don't know. Like he's someone I used to beat quite consistently, but he's improved a lot since then, and I've kind of stayed at a similar level.
Apparently, you sound a lot like John Ronson. You heard that before?
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Who was saying that? I've just
Get Up Mule said that.
yeah.
Who's that, says Kafka? That's what I'm wondering. I was just pretending to know who he was talking about.
Ah, I have to he's a like he does like documentaries.
Oh.
He's a journalist. Yeah, Men Who Stare at Goats, that's his like most famous one.
He's just some English dude. Well, that's a good description of Satsuma as well, so... Makes sense.
I have actually heard that before.
I believe Phythosius followed during the battle earlier and call him out, so thank you, Phythosius. It's been seemingly amazing support today. So many bits, so many gifted subs. The chat, just so many viewers. Chat definitely on par with the quality of the players we have today. Appreciate it, guys. It was a bit of a tough week leading up to this, where I thought, is it really going to happen? The ever-chosen qualifiers will ruin everything, but thankfully everything worked out. Yeah, here we are. Potentially the last game.
Now you've got me back as co-caster. What are you expecting?
Yeah, that must be it. I mean, not everything could be positive today. Okay, I'll go over the high elves. So, Xiphos with his second try here of the day. And he has brought an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. He has brought a Lore Master of Hoods, Spirit Leech, and First Blood, which tells me that he wants to snipe trebuchets. Also a Mage of High. It just Tempest, actually. Yeah, and then the two mana regenerating, or Winds of Magic regenerating items. Have a Princess on a dragon? That's a rare one. Like, he's just bringing so much, like the volley of high arrows that he has here, to kill potential trebs. I can already tell you that there are no trebs. It'd be a good thing, though. There's a bunch of Spearmen, Silverin Guard, and Phoenix Guard, and it's going to be a box in the forest. Yeah! Hadn't seen that yet. Some Lodden Sea Guard as well. ChosenOne, Zebring, try and push his way to the...
He's not got 5 peasant mobs. He has 4 peasant mobs, which is a turn up for the books. He also has some okay infantry. He has 2 battle pilgrims as well as a couple of spearmen at arms, 3 peasant bowmen, and 2 of them have boxed arrows. That's enough, I think, that they can poison a lot of the box, which is good. And this is kind of a test. Can the new Newtonians deal with this now they've got pox arrows? So we'll see. He's got Lewin flapping around on Beaky, and pretty elite cav force. So we've got double Grail Knight, which is it's nice to see. It's nice to see something other than questing knights, and it makes sense against the high elves. You've got the magic damage, which bypasses the physical resist that you have on quite a lot of high elf units, including the Phoenix Guard, I guess. He's also got the Companions of Quenelle. You see, really strong unit, and the Defenders of the Fleur de Lis, ROR Knight Errant, and Damsel of Life, just with Earthblood and Shield of Thorns. And Shield of Thorns could actually be pretty nice to use in the blob engagement. Could be quite powerful. So if it stacks on top of the missile resist from the physical resist of the Grail Knights. So it's 20% from the Blessing of the Lady, and another 22 from Shield of Thorns.
I didn't want to say it in the lobby, but this is kind of something I expected. Xiphos, in this time, I think the build lineups favor him more than they did in the first battle they fought this matchup. Do you agree?
Definitely. Like, imagine ChosenOne had 3 trebs. And I guess he's in a forest, but once the trebs kill the bolt thrower, they have to leave the forest.
Yeah. On the one hand, he's taken a lot to try and deal with trebs and snipe trebs, but the stuff he had to snipe the trebs is still good against other things as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. And as long as you can protect it, bolt throwers, yeah, they can kill models, and the spray fire is usually pretty good against peasant bowmen. They rout so easily.
His own shots will be blocked by the trees a little.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And
it actually makes his ammo last longer. Because some of those bolts are obstructed. He's firing at
but
like
you don't get
speed.
the ammo. Oh, because they don't shoot as quickly.
Yeah, not the ones that hit the trees. Just the one that isn't shooting, because it's...
Gwen got a hit here though, and it's just the Earthblood to heal, so she doesn't want to go too crazy. Here comes the Tempest. Gwen probably get focus fired now.
It's fine. There's trees. He's still moving a bit. And
oh, the Lion Shield.
Lion Shield, yeah.
That's so good.
It's actually pretty bad that the Spirit Leech came in at that moment. With the
while he had the magic
res.
resistance on. Take much damage from that at all. Will heal everything back up, but you can see he's already taking care of 1 archer. The archer's firing into the trees, not doing much. You can see shielded, relatively well armored tiles. Yeah, the cav. How can the cav break this box? The infantry can't do it.
I guess he's got to engage 1 infantry unit at a time, and then while it's engaged, that breaks the brace. Oh, that's not... Ugh. Grail Knight's hitting the braced Phoenix Guard. The timing was a bit off. He didn't actually take much damage. A little bit of chip.
Yeah, but same can be said for the Phoenix Guard.
Yeah. But it would have been nice if he charged the Riz peasants.
I agree. Going to do that now.
Yeah. That was just a mistiming. He knows what he's doing. Oh, I think he's wary of the breath.
Because he pulled back a little bit there.
Yeah, it was slightly premature. Pull out.
Another Tempest. I don't think he has the shield active this time, but the Tempest kind of missed as well. God. Like, it says it's hitting him, but Gwen is hunting down that princess, and that might actually be his way to win this. Although Gwen should have a lot of trouble, like this princess. She is on a Star Dragon. Does have some archer support.
Yeah, can't
She
he
should
just
be able
fight
to
there?
land.
I suppose with the pox it's a bit annoying. But he's just taking hits to the back at the moment. He's better off if he fights.
Iron Shield stand your ground popped. She's getting huge hits on Luen. Oh my god,
Yeah.
sort of Corona being used, but the RNG not favoring Luen here.
And like, she just does more damage.
Yeah. And
Like,
Luen is just getting
Luen has
punked.
slightly better stats, but not weapon strength.
God, that was quite unfortunate.
Not HP either.
Oh no, and the volley of high arrows went into the trees. Could have finished off Luen there, but didn't. Of Thorns. For Tempest. Will that actually kill Luen? I wonder.
I think he survives. I think he's
Yeah,
going to rally on the edge of the map.
If
There's
he
enough,
breaks,
I'd say
then he stops healing, right? So
Well,
actually pretty big.
he has enough HP to rally. And he can be Earth-blooded. As long as the princess doesn't get to... Yeah, he's rallied already. He's just got to stay away. But how is the box going to be broken? We're talking about the exciting things happening.
Mhm.
This, like, more Bretonnian infantry is dying and not killing the high elves.
Yeah, just looks like they're going to hold their position.
He needs to start charging with some of these Grail Knights.
That's the way you can potentially break it. Just chisel away at it, bit by bit, piece by piece, very patiently. Typically you want to single out a certain unit as well, but this is another, and it didn't brace that time. It's another charge. Phoenix Guard with Princess
And without
supporting.
proper buffer. And now the princess is there to countercharge, which feels really bad.
She's gonna get some kills.
I'm just waiting for a big fat breath. Feels like ChosenOne might be trying to bait it.
ChosenOne says, "Oh my god, I knew it." Well,
If you knew it, you could have picked the same build as last time.
yeah. I mean, I feel like, let's say he does play the traps against this. Xiphos would probably kill them, still force the fight into the forest. Spirit Leech, also great against the calf. It's kind of sad. Finally see Grail Knights. Watch them such a hard time.
Yeah, it is sad.
Ren is getting healed up, but healing him up with Earthbloods is gonna take a while.
Yeah, he's...
Bretonnian Knights, though, doing good damage to the Spearman. You know, if only Luen was here to support his charge, these guys would be broken. That's the main weakness, I think, of a build like this. If something does break, it's basically gone forever. You can't go save it. It will be chased off. That's kind of what ChosenOne has to try. Break the cohesion of the box by break one unit at a time, but easier said than done with you know, that really high elf leadership thing, being a thing. It's going to take a while. Does look like.
I think the only way in which this doesn't take a while is if ChosenOne calls it.
I mean, you should keep trying, I think. There's
Yeah,
no
I
reason
agree.
to
I agree. It's not lost yet.
throw it yet. Definitely a tough situation. At the very least, you have initiative. You can make things happen. Yeah, so one thing that really tilts me against the High Elves is when you see this very low unit of Spearmen. It's like their most basic unit and it's just refusing to rout or tie, even on this health.
It's actually the same with Wood Elves. Eternal Guard have like 80 leadership.
True, but they have,
They have a lot
lower
less melee
health, I
defense.
think, don't they?
Hmm?
Don't they have
They're
lower
what?
health? It feels like
not
they
bad.
die quicker. Oh no, 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 you know what it is?
don't
They have fewer
They
models.
don't have martial prowess.
Yeah, and they have fewer models. There's only 75 of them.
But they still like hang around for ages. It's another...
Yeah, it's a good holding unit. Saddest engagement I ever watched was White Lions fighting Eternal
What about
Guard.
the RNG?
Oh, it's round 2. It's round 2.
Stand your ground. Shield of Thorns.
Not getting hits.
Princesses. Poisoned.
Like he's realizing it, that he's just not getting anything done here and just getting out.
I think.
When a
He's
volley of
going
high
again
arrows
for
right
the-
on the face.
He actually, yeah, he used that chance to be able to charge there. Nice.
If this princess gets into too much trouble, she can always just land, right? Stuff to land on here.
Ooh,
Llewellyn is
two
losing
units
this
are routed.
fight. Earthblood comes in, but I don't think it's
Guard and a
enough.
Spearman have routed.
Oh, look at the health. 1000 health.
Oh, it's
Just
a really
7.
nice place to land.
Yeah, the game of chicken, you could say, sort of won by ChosenOne. Because the princess backed off first. Why is she wavering now? She just charged into some battle programs. Companions, though, trying to kill her now. And this is what I'm talking about. This box cohesion is being broken. And you know, the princess is not feeling at home in this forest on her dragon. Neither is the cavalry.
Again, he's going for it.
He's going for it. Sure. That
Missed.
charge.
Oh, that was a hit. He got a hit after
He
the
got a
charge.
hit, but I think he's getting one
needs
in
one
return.
more.
Oh, the mage hits
188
him.
health. But he's gonna get killed by the mage.
Yeah,
Killed the dragon.
the lore master with the final hit. Now he has to get the return kill,
Another
but even if
Earthblood.
he gets it.
I think he will rally. His leadership's good. But he's
Princess?
no the Lewin. Oh no, he hasn't.
He's
He's
dead?
shattered.
Oh, he's dead?
He had like 30 leadership when he shattered.
I thought he died. Didn't he?
No. He's flying off. He's shattered with 34 leadership.
Oh.
It was ridiculous. He had.
Oh yeah, he's over here.
At the point he shattered, he had like 30, 40 leadership. It was.
Yeah, the
Complete
game
nuts.
just demands an ace
Did he
match.
route 3 times?
I don't know. Possible. I think that was the second time.
Wow, that was absurd.
Yeah, the high elf.
I mean, it
Box
didn't matter
prevails.
because the Phoenix Guard were alive in a forest. But I don't understand this game sometimes.
I feel like the Llewellyn engagements are what lost him that. It was a rough tactical situation, no matter what. But he was making good progress towards breaking the box at some point. And I feel like if you have Llewellyn cycle charging, it's so much better. But I guess the princess had to die because she could cycle charge as well.
Breath.
And breath while he went for the charges.
I'm surprised we didn't see breaths actually.
No, just didn't really have time for that. And if you're in a forest, it's very likely to stop by as well.
Yeah, true.
Real good opportunity for it. Yeah, we saw a princess winning.
You might set
It's pretty
fire
cool.
to your own forest, right?
Sorry, what?
You might set fire to the forest you're camping in.
Well, that's a feature I really wish they had in here, which they had in Attila, and apparently it exists in 3 Kingdoms as well, but apparently in Warhammer, where everything does fire damage, you can't burn stuff. Unfortunate.
That would actually be really nice. Except that some factions don't have fire damage.
Someone says that's why you always blame the same stuff over and over. I think even if you played his previous build, this might have worked. As I said, there was a lot to kill the Trebs. Last match. Oakenhammer. Map us RTKs may have played each other on once or twice.
Don't know what you're talking about. What was this? What is this map? Which one's this?
Oh, it's like a very feature heavy map.
Yeah, it looks like it. There's a dramatic slope. There's a hill on one. There's a hill on one side, and not on the other.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
We're cutting out
Yeah.
again, Satsuma.
Oh.
Went Mr. Robotic there for a second. I don't know, like, what's causing it. It just feels like maybe your mic died, right? That maybe the one you're using right now is just not as good.
Yeah, maybe. Or if it's robotic, maybe it's
It could be
into that.
Discord. When it does that, it's actually probably Discord.
Yeah.
You know, if you just looked like the players that are active in this game, you would almost think it was a 2v2. Instead, they're the players and we're the spectators. What does that say, Tsuma?
I guess it says, well, I was going to say, it just says that we host together because we're RTK, I guess.
RNG was not on Luen's side, yeah. Especially that first fight was really bad.
Yeah, it was surprisingly bad, the first one.
Dragon was landing more hits on him, even debuffs. It's rough. I mean, I always think, guys, if you planning to take these fights with Luen, or if you know it's very likely, bring a paladin. Just having the paladin there, just smacking stuff, giving the physical resistance, the guardian aura, so useful. Stopping a charge,
Yeah.
then Luen. 2 flyers versus 1, or like 1 flyer versus 1. It's such a big difference. Kind of
Yeah.
like in real life, if you're fighting 1 guy, it's kind of okay. If you have to fight 2 guys, it's twice as difficult, or more. It's more than twice as difficult.
Yeah.
One hits you in the back of the head with a chair. You can't really fight the other one properly, right? That's kind of what happens there.
Yeah, have you heard of, what's it called? Lanchester's Law?
What's that?
It's actually, yeah, Lanchester's Laws. It's actually a military term. I mean, I know it through Age of Empires, but the idea is if it's designed to calculate um, how many units will kill each other on different sides on the assumptions that basically that things aren't single entities. That for all the damage that you do, that reduces your opponent's ability to fight proportionately. And it says, for example, if it's 2v1, if you're doing twice the damage because you have twice the force, then you will come out of the fight having lost the quarter of your health, as in the quarter of the health of both your units. Like imagine it's 2 paladins fighting 1 paladin. They do twice as much damage. By the time that they've done 1 paladin's worth of damage, the other paladin has done half a paladin's worth of damage. So if you have twice the killing power, if you have twice the force in one place, generally you should come out with only losing a quarter of your health.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And there's a good point being made by Iron Foxy as well, that having an extra hero unit smacking might even cause a knockback animation as well.
yeah, it can be even more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There's a penalty for being attacked in the back as well, so you could actually round.
yeah,
Because the fight didn't even start so well for the princess. She was just kept trying to get away from Luen.
yeah, she lost a lot of health just running.
Yeah, and then when she finally just turned around and started fighting him, it just worked out. Be getting. So it's Empire Norska Coast. Chosen One picks the Empire. Are we going to get Norska versus Empire? Xiphos go Coast. That seems unlikely. Will it be the Day of the Mirrors, and will it be Empire Mirror?
It could be an Empire mirror, I think.
I
I
hope he
mean,
goes Norska.
Yeah, so do I. It's an interesting dynamic matchup in some ways, even though I don't like Norska.
I don't think we've seen them today yet.
Yeah, I mean Falcon, you you'd expect to maybe bring them. I guess perhaps not in a best of 3.
Played Lizardman twice, Ghost once. Was the other game against A move?
It was the Lizard Mirror and what did A move play? Oh, it was Dark Elves against Empire, and Falcon had the bolt throwers, which ruined the Empire plan to skirmish.
Yeah, he played Dark Elves, right? So no Norska today. Mr. Falcon. Good chance we'll see him bring them a couple of times.
Yeah.
The playoffs,
Especially
though.
if we don't have water maps.
Yeah. Playoffs have a few, I think. That many. Seeing Leipziger Fort as water. You can say the essence of chaos is water, but it's these tiny rivers. They count. There's Stir River at map pool.
There's some of the maps which have river in the name, aren't. They're not always as watery as you might expect.
No, MP Blue Reach River, for example. I mean, you could say it has water, but it's like this puddle in the middle, and then the actual river is like way in the back, where you can't even put units.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of maps actually that are named after something which is
not on the map,
not
or not
playable
accessible
area.
anyway. River Amazon as well.
Yeah.
There is mosquito swamps as well. But most of the maps are pretty standard. If Sword of Torvald in their excavation site. Like Asgal makes a return.
Is excavation site the snowy one with the big hole?
No,
Or is
it's
the
not
the other one
snowy.
with the big hole.
Snowy one with the big hole is Glacial Lake.
Glacial Lake. Which one's excavation site? Is that the
It's a pretty dark map with a bit of forest
dark
on each
map
side.
with a big hole?
Big hole.
Yeah.
Middle where there's I guess there's Warpstone in there.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going for mirror. Okay.
So do you want to? Should we pull out our usual comments about mirrors?
Like sometimes, like if they go for so many mirrors in a day, you just run out of jokes.
Yeah. I suppose the one we haven't mentioned today is, this is my point about mirrors with factions that have quite a lot of ranged units, is you sometimes end up with a dynamic where you have ranged chicken, where if both sides take a lot of ranged units, the one with slightly more ranged units like usually wins. Like if it's 3 cannons against 2 cannons, it feels so bad having 2 cannons. You have to like waddle forward, leave something behind to protect your cannons. You get shot more, and you still have to. You can't even commit your whole force forward. That always feels horrible. On the other hand, if you take 3 cannons and your opponent just rushes, you often lose. So you might not want to take full cannons. You can have 4, can't you even? So you get into this chicken of like, okay, how many do I want to take? Do I want to take none? Usually, taking none can be quite powerful in that situation.
But usually then you want to attack, and you want to attack with cavalry, and you don't want cavalry to get shot by cannons, and you also don't want to bring cheap cavalry boost to the enemy, right?
Yeah, I suppose do Empire have the ability to, if you're Empire and you're trying to rush down another Empire player who's taken some cannons, do you have great tools for that?
I don't know. My experience from the matchup is that it comes down to Carl smashing stuff, and the rest of the battle doesn't matter. I think you know which game I'm referring to. Oh no, you weren't in RTK yet.
No, I don't think I was.
I had a game against Soothsayer where a lot of things went right for me, like Pistoliers charging, handgunners, Jade Wizard getting killed, and then Carl just comes in.
Did you have Carl as well?
I had Boris and an Amber Wizard. The idea was that 2v1 situation, which we talked about. And Carl just smashes the Amber Wizard in 5 seconds, smashes Boris in 5 seconds. Game over, even though everything up to that point went really well for me. That was super tilting. Horrible. There are these games you remember years later where you're just like, I'm still not over it.
Oh, tell me about it.
Empire Total War, says Kark. Oh yeah. No magic allowed. No fantasy units allowed. Just guns, pikes, cavalry, cannons.
If only.
Vanilla Empire Total War is suck. Well, I thought the naval battles were amazing. And the battles themselves were okay. But the problem with Empire Total War to me was the campaign map. France being one province. A lot of nations just being one province. So weird to me. And now all the little
They had those
villages had to be defended.
areas within them, right?
Yeah, your buildings were actually outside of the capital, so all your buildings could get raided by like single units. Just marching around, micromanage these tiny battles. Not fun. Never fit. It's one of the. I think it's the only Total War that I own where I never finished a campaign. Empire Total War. Played quite a bit. Just got to a. Okay. So, but I didn't enjoy it enough to continue. So, ChosenOne, 3 great cannons. He's been the more defensive player so far, so it kind of makes sense. He has 2 Demigryph Knights, Jade Wizard, Awakening of the Wood, Earthblood, 2 Outriders, Volkmar the Grim, Sigmar Sons, and Spearman with Shields. So 5 Spearman with Shields, 1 Sigmar Sons. Xiphos, what is he bringing?
He is bringing only 2 great cannons. But this is interesting because I was saying how 3 great cannons usually beats 2 great cannons.
Yeah.
Actually, one of them is the Hammer of the Witches. Have we got the Hammer of the Witches on?
Yes.
I mean, on the other, on ChosenOne side. No, he just has generics. So we'll see how that goes. But Xiphos does have Carl. So what you said wins against what I said wins.
Yes.
We also got triple Outrider, double Demi with halberds, and pretty similar infantry. 3 Spearmen with shields, 2 Swordsmen, no, 3 Swordsmen, and no Sigmar Sons. Rogue. And obviously Jade Wizard, just with Earthblood and Shield of Thorns. That should still heal up Carl and Demi's nicely if you can get them in the same spot.
Yeah, I mean,
Similar builds.
obviously ChosenOne has the artillery advantage, but it could still go wrong for him or not be a great trade because the Hammer of the Witches. I mean, it's gonna depend on RNG.
Yeah.
Who targets their cannons the fastest, but usually when you start losing the RT fight, it kind of goes worse from there.
Lanchester's
Very
law.
quickly. Yeah, exactly. So Hammer of the Witches might actually kill models faster. We'll see. Still, Xiphos, once he sees he has fewer artillery than his opponent, should probably try to push forward. And I think where his greatest advantage lies is Carl.
Yeah.
Because Volkmar, what is Volkmar gonna do? He's gonna kill infantry. What doesn't win you battles? Killing infantry. Carl can kill all the infantry almost just as well, but he can also smash Volkmar, so it's gonna come down to the demis. And ChosenOne, of course, wants to shoot demis of Xiphos.
Yeah.
And if he can kill enough demis and support Volkmar with his own demis, then I think Volkmar will be fine. But otherwise, Carl is gonna have a field day. First shot's not killing cannons yet.
But 1 Hammer of the Witches model is down.
Oh, that's a really bad start.
Yeah.
Xiphos. It's like that Wood Elf battle. Harry had a bad start as well. Round. Though I feel
Yeah.
like an artillery fight is way less dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, Xiphos just needs to advance. He's lost another cannon piece just now.
Yeah, he's losing a...
He's not killed any. He's been unlucky, but it's also Manchester's law.
Yeah. And yeah, it just gets worse. From
Yeah,
there, as you said. Like it's funny how the things we're saying just get illustrated on stream. Like instantly. But that was very good though. He got a volley in with the Outriders and actually routed the cannon, and maybe from here he can start
He didn't just
even
rout it, he shattered it.
So that's good, because it looked like he was going to lose that RT fight without killing even one cannon. Now?
That didn't need to
It's
happen,
killed
and
two.
now, what's Volkmar doing? He's getting crushed by Karl.
Yeah, and the demigryphs. Oh my god, Volkmar.
Yeah.
Demigryphs have taken a lot of damage. But Volkmar has taken a lot of damage. But generally trying to snipe a lord like Volkmar doesn't really work. But that was still good damage at very low cost himself. Apart from Demi's taking some damage, I would say. It's interesting to me how ChosenOne is not prioritizing the artillery, instead shooting the Demis. Might actually be the correct play.
I think it's the right move.
Xiphos is going quite heavily on Volkmar. That tends to not work. The Demis are now countercharging because he's gained a pretty big advantage in the Demi numbers. And I mean, as soon as you've killed the artillery, as soon as you've killed the Demis, the cannons have done their work, right? So even if he's kind of losing the artillery fight while this is happening, I don't think he
That's why the artillery fight matters. It meant that Xiphos had to put his Demis into range of triple cannon, whilst ChosenOne didn't, at least not at first.
And this is infuriating when this happens in your battles, when looks like you're killing Volkmar, but you're not. Play to focus him so much, apparently not working out here, as it usually doesn't. And, Xiphos kind of losing control of his Outriders. Two got routed, one is getting meleeed by the Demigryphs.
And taking some hits as well from those Outriders.
Yep. I mean, so long as his Jade Wizard is alive, should be able to heal him up, but Jade Wizard now under attack from Sigmar's Sons. Has support from the Spears, but has to get out of there pronto.
Karl is kind of surrounded.
Yeah!
He's gonna get out.
He's gonna get out.
That hurt.
Volkmar free healing. Karl not so free healing.
There are
But-
13 Demis on the field for Xiphos.
Xiphos might be pulling ahead because look, one cannon is offline. The other
Oh,
one
the
is
other
getting
one's
taken
compromised
offline.
by swordsmen.
Two of his cannons are online. So now it's up to Xiphos to maybe start shooting the Demis that are left. And if these Demis are gone, guess who's gonna get his face smashed in by Gal Maraz? Xiphos, if he really gets the artillery advantage here, could even just fall back towards his cannons.
Volkmar needs to pull back and kill those swordsmen in the back line.
Yeah, he has to get rid of them ASAP. He needs his cannons back
And like,
online.
it's not bad. Like, he's standing in range of the cannons with his Demis instead of using them to kill swordsmen at the back.
Xiphos has a better control in this fight. Quite a tactically disadvantageous situation.
It looks like ChosenOne's going for the opposite route, which is to push forward, and he might be trying to get round to attack the cannons. Like, just accepting his own ones dying, or trying to run with them.
Yeah, he's now charging
I don't know
the
if I like
Demis
this.
in. I don't think he's gonna make it.
I don't like this at all. They're going to lose most of their health to Outriders.
They're perfectly
And
lined
then-
up. Get killed by cannons.
Yeah. And then Franz is going to jump on him.
Yep.
That was not the move.
Franz has to be careful though. One volley from the Outriders. Oh, the narrow dodge, but he needs a heal right now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice heal.
Healing the
Gets on
Demis
both
as well.
sides
Very nice.
So the Hammer of the Witches is going to get shut down now, at least temporarily.
I think it's gonna get straight up killed. Oh. Nice counter charge from the Demis.
Nice
Hammer of the
pullback,
Witches survives.
Those Outriders need to shoot again.
It's a banishment. But does it kill a cannon? No, it's going in the wrong direction.
Prussian will be disappointed. Oh, here we see Volkmar.
He's
That's
back up to
pounding.
decent health, but Carl is going to have a word
Still
with
just
him
gets
again.
pounded.
Trying to picture the
Oh,
the
I'll come to the
lore
death
situation
now.
that would have to occur for this battle to happen. Probably demonic possession or something. Look at all the buffs on Carl. He should win this fight easy peasy, even though his health is lower.
Yeah, he will.
The Jade Wizard is coming in. We saw,
Yeah.
or even the Jade Wizard or Wizard
Single entry numbers.
can do a lot. And Xiphos is being smart. He's retargeting onto the Jade Wizard. Well, he was for a second there. Maybe it wasn't on purpose.
Now as Volkmar gets a charge bonus into Carl, he could hit him.
Oh, that's close, but it looks like it looks like it's over. Looks like Xiphos has just done it.
Yeah, he's got loads of infantry in the back as well. Oh dear.
Actually, the balance of power is getting closer again somehow. The charge of these demis.
The Outriders have just
And the
done some
Outriders, Xiphos, don't throw. Losing his Outriders might actually cost him the battle.
damage. Losing them to Spearmen.
Yeah, and to demis as well. Because now, yes, Volkmar is low. So is Carl. And there is enough ammo to kill
Carl
Carl.
can't get on Volkmar, then Volkmar can clear the stuff at the back. Although
Super low.
he is really low actually.
Yeah, I called it, but with the Outriders getting caught all of a sudden, Xiphos' infantry in the back just seeming AFK. Shots. It's like down to whoever's Lord dies first. Trying to dodge as much as he can.
He's trying to kill the Outriders with his foot Jade Wizard.
Oh my god, that's how desperate it's become. Oh, what a fight. But one of the cannons is trying to get back online.
Ooh, and
One shot on
Xiphos'
Volkmar.
Outriders have like half a volley left, and they're going in on Volkmar. And half a volley is
Not enough.
almost enough to kill him. Not enough, but
It's
take
enough.
like half his health. Depending on how big a half it is.
Yeah, Outriders are the assassins. Oh man, imagine if the Jade Wizard goes into melee with Volkmar and kills him. That's what he's going for.
Yeah.
He's actually going for it. Don't want to miss Carl dying. The
Yeah,
Outriders should try to get closer to him before shooting, I think. You're getting some hits, but
Just
no.
used their last ammo.
Carl, 90 speed, Outriders 84 speed. Yeah, shouldn't be able to get...
Well, the cannon has
enough.
very briefly come back online for Xiphos, and it's shooting at
Yeah, the
Volkmar.
cannon might win the battle here.
But it's about
Might
to
also
rout.
be a duel of the
About to
Jade
rout.
Wizard.
It's
Oh no, he's
routed.
getting it off the field again. Man, this battle is crazy.
Why do people not like mirrors?
Mirrors we had today were great.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was over and now we have Outriders
big.
meleeing Volkmar. Getting killed by freaking Grand Soulfire.
Yeah.
And it looks
And
like...
ChosenOne's Jade Wizard is on a horse.
Yeah. It looks like the Outriders are going to kill Carl, or at least keep him away from Volkmar.
Yeah.
It's to be so frustrating.
There's a few demis that have come back for ChosenOne.
Yeah, he has actually a bit of a force moving across the map here. And join it together with Volkmar, he should be fine. And
Those
Xiphos
demis
is like
kill
just trying to
the
get
Jade-
one hit in with his Jade Wizard to get the last bit of health from Volkmar, and it's not working.
Oh,
I
shot
think
on
he's
Carl.
losing his Jade Wizard.
Oh,
Yes.
mostly missed, but it's got a bit of connection. It's like 100 health.
I think the way he wins this is he has to go for Volkmar right now. He dives down, he hits him, and that has to be the kill, but there must be another heal as well, right?
You never know. You never know.
Was that Xiphos casting Awakening of the Wood on the depths?
No, it was ChosenOne. Trying to
Oh
cast
yeah,
it on
because
Spearman.
he doesn't have it. Okay. That would have been strange.
Okay, here comes Carl.
But you know what? ChosenOne has an unbreakable unit. Not sure if even Carl could kill it. Oh,
But this is Volkmar, get ready to dodge.
yeah, he's trying. He's trying. He's like,
Did it!
oh!
And the Outriders.
But now
oh,
he's
the
getting the
Phantoms
charge,
shoot
and I
right
don't
now.
think there's any
But the
dodging this.
Demis need to go in now. Demis and Jade Wizard.
Oh, but Carl has to get away. And he's getting blocked by the altar. It's the dead giant all over again.
But
from
the
last
altar
week.
just blocked the Outrider shots.
Oh my god.
He's gonna route, I think, but I think he routes, and then can the Outriders catch him to get one volley? Actually, no, he can just. Yeah, I think he can just escort Carl off. So both now lordless. There's
Carl
more
might
infantry for Xiphos.
And Carl gets
Also,
sniped.
cannon back online, and he's sniped.
The Hammer of the Witch is back, but it's gonna rout because Carl just died.
Oh, the leadership effect.
It's gone.
And it's scattered.
Oh no! And
I
what play
think-
does Xiphos have left to make here?
I think ChosenOne is gonna do this because he's got Cav.
Yeah.
And
And he has
got an
Sigmar
unbreakable
sons,
unit.
which won't rout.
He actually has a cannon that's almost rallying as well.
I've seen that cannon for a while, but
I don't think it's
It's
gonna.
running again.
but He's about to rout these swordsmen. I think he's gonna shoot him in the back with the Outriders.
the Jade Wizard
Charge.
dying. There goes the balance of power.
That's it.
has
Oh,
another
what game
heal.
to finish it?
Oh my god, what a battle this
Called it?
was.
Who called that earlier?
Well, he shouldn't have lost it. who lets their
I
Outriders get
also
caught
thought
by
earlier
spears?
ChosenOne shouldn't have lost it.
The balance of power was so far gone. Yeah. Man, that was a great battle.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like, I'm gonna keep this battle and use it as an example of why mirrors are not that bad.
Yeah.
Great mirror.